Hello everybody. If I seem kind of weird today, not like normal haha weird for me, but just weird, it's probably just because I've been working a bit. A bit. I've been working a lot. And I kind of have a optical headache right now. My throat's kind of scratchy because I did a lot of recording yesterday. For some reason my Dark Souls recordings always go the same way. I start, like, I go through my videos, I start looking up all the comments, and I start recording what all those need to be, doing the prep work for it. And I'm kind of in a good mood by the end of doing that. But then I have to do all the setup, like I have to load up all the tables, gotta set up the recording setup. And by the time I'm done with that, which usually that takes about 15 minutes or something, then usually I get really exhausted. And it kind of kills my desire to actually play at that point. Not like, oh, I want to play, but more just, I'm just tired. Because I guess I'm old, I don't know. But anyways, it's a combination of factors that's going to make me kind of low energy until I can work myself back up. And the fact that these dudes are so aggressive right now. Wonder why that could be. Probably isn't helping. Whoops. Okay. Let's bring them back here. Hopefully it won't kill Miss Elizabeth. Don't want the Macho Man to be too angry at us. Alright, there we go. And look at that. He gave us junk. Good for us. Okay. Having to rub my face. Like I said, kind of have a headache and everything else, so it'll take me a bit. But got a lot of questions this time around. I guess I said something in my prior part, I don't know if I did or not, about we're kind of getting near the end, and I've covered a lot of topics, so I feel like we're kind of running dry on that. Not that I am dry or anything like that. So maybe I said that, and that's the reason why people started sending me all... God. And people started sending all sorts of comments. Or maybe you guys were just in a particularly good mood last time around. I don't know. God. Not playing well right now either. The Dark Souls way of combat. Well, go ahead, die. The Dark Souls way of combat, either face-fuck enemies and then heal using huge amounts of Estus, or hit an enemy one time and then roll backwards, and then go back up and hit him again. What an amazing combat system. If I was more cognizant of what I am saying right now, I would probably offer a suggestion on how to fix that. But there's a lot of topics to cover because a lot of people asked a lot of questions and made a lot of comments last time. Had to be careful. Each time I poke my head up, we're going to attract a lot of attention. Very angry boys. Very angry woodland boys coming our way. Don't want to attract too many of them. No. These boys of summer don't have brown skin. Don't want Don Henley angry at me either. Alright. Clear him out. Sorry, gotta concentrate for a moment. Try not to get my asshole blown out. Don't need my asshole blown out. Like that. Ooh, lucky me. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing particularly well right now. I decided that I wanted to use the Claymore today, because I don't think I've actually used a standard greatsword. It seems like I have used an Ultra. But I haven't used this yet. Oh good, it actually does chain into itself. It's afraid to just go out of range. You know what? This probably isn't worth it, what I'm doing. I wonder if I could be an idiot. Nah, they're probably not going to kill themselves trying to jump off or anything like that. Or would they? Wait, where? Oh, pfft. Anyways. A lot of comments to go over. I probably should have done... See, this is the reason why I don't move... Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Help me, my Lord and Savior. I'm sorry that I brought you into this Dark Souls video. You hate this LP, I know, you told me. This is usually the reason why I do not move from the bonfire whenever I have to go over initial questions. Because I don't have an initial topic to keep me running and I can't look down. I can't afford to do that. Oh, God. See, this is why I shouldn't have come up here. This is bad. This is not good what I'm doing. Yeah. Trying to fight all of them. Yeah. Trying to fight. Okay, this at least gives me a chance to not do that again. Because fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, I can't see. Sanctuary Guardian things. Well, not Sanctuary Guardians, but, you know. Sanctuary big boys at the same time. Not a good plan. Alright. This time we'll handle it the plague way. Of standing here and doing nothing for a bit. That's a much better solution. Alright. First question. From Zach Lindo. Says, you know, Plague, I hate the way you upload this series. You know, in massive chunks and shit. Massive chunks of shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate it too. I hate I hate recording them. But, man, I was actually talking to myself earlier, like, reading these out. It's like, and maybe that's the reason I'm so exhausted, because I kind of covered this stuff already in my own head. But I was thinking of that, and I thought, well, what else would I do? Like, the alternative would be, like, if I recorded this the way I am now, except every 10 to 20 minutes, I would, like, have a timer that goes off, and I would stop it, and then just restart it. Right? So it's the same thing as the 2-hour version of this video. It's just that I would not allow you to watch it until the next day. And I would also have to upkeep a upload schedule. And I would have to manage that in addition to doing all the other things that I'm doing right now, which are too many things. Like, most of the reason why my uploads and whatnot are the way that they are. Don't do 3, you naughty man. The reason why I'm upload and do the things I do is because I'm just one person, but I'm trying to do the work of too many people at the same time. You know, I wish I was married. Not for, like, the love or anything, like shit like that. No, no, no. I just really wish that I had someone to help. Just to fucking help. Like, there's just so much stuff that I would like to do, I just can't do it alone. Anyways, yep, sorry. Sorry, everyone call out Zach. Everyone make fun of Zach. How dare he say the obvious. Everyone make no one make fun of Zach. But yes, that is true. I'm very keenly aware of that. It's sort of interesting the way that engagement works like that. Like, imagine if I uploaded, like, an entire LP at the same time. Like, imagine if this entire LP, which has been stretched over the course of probably half a year by now, maybe a little bit less than that. Imagine if I had recorded the whole thing in one big chunk and uploaded it as one big chunk. Like a 20-hour long video, something like that. Something nutty like that. It would be all there for you, you know, the whole time. But imagine if I instead took that 20-hour video, made no alterations to how I was recording or anything, and instead decided that I would just split those up into 10-minute long... Don't auto-track me, little bitch. I would split it up into little 10-minute chunks, right? And upload those like one per day. To me, that would be way more irritating. Like, I get the value of both. But it would probably be way better from an engagement standpoint on YouTube. Because most people watch things in bite-sized chunks for some reason. Which I personally don't care for, but I understand it. Personally, my preferred thing is whenever there's like a... is whenever people record videos and upload them, and they're like 30 minutes or so, I guess? Like 20 to 40 minutes is probably the best format, I would say. Man, there's so many, I can't really see what I'm doing. Is there another one behind him? No, okay. But yes, that is shitty. But it's the kind of shit that you get because I'm not married. That's what I'll blame it on. Because of the fact that I don't have a wife, you have to endure this recording format. Man, it would be so much easier if I had like a wife that I could force into doing things she didn't want to do, like uploading videos on a consistent basis. Oh yeah, we could do like commentary that you weren't interested in because you only liked one of us. It would be perfect. Okay. Second comment. Sorry, I'm gonna have to be drinking a lot because this is like Powerade or something. Yeah, Powerade Zero. Because of the headache thing. Most likely mortal says, to your comment regarding your playstyle and not being able to enjoy yourself if you're not winning consistently, which is sort of a simplification, but that's sort of what I said, yes. Are you then more understanding of people who rig the system cheat in PvP style games, which of course I would never do? Are you of the same opinion of most people where cheaters ruin the game? Well, yeah, they of course ruin the game. Didn't I in a prior part talk about, I may have said this in an ArtGripe video, I don't know, that it's important to understand why people are the way that they are. So even if Hitler did this or whatever, it's important to understand, like, his perspective. Not because, well, everyone, like, Hitler's a little snowflake, you need to understand, maybe he was right. Not that, but it's more of a matter of you have to be able to understand why people think the way that they do, right? So it's like that. Wow, they freaked out there for a second. So I understand why people are like that. Like, I understand why people cheat in that regard. But yeah, of course, I mean, they're cheaters. I don't get anywhere near as upset about cheating as, say, Pat does. Pat just loses his fucking mind. No, no. I don't want to get too far out here, or else I'll... See, this is why I decided to go for a more roll-heavy build. Damn it. I think I ran out of stamina. Damn it! God damn it. Clipped me on the edge. I don't have to do this a million times. At least it gives me plenty of time to talk about shit. Slappy Bigelow says, are you ever going to do the Star Siege human campaign? No! No! Maybe. No. I was actually thinking about that the other day, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just came out with my XLP and it was that shit again? Really, the main reason why I wouldn't want to do it, like, I remember doing the last one. I don't remember what I said in the last one, but I do remember having, like, nothing to talk about after a while. And I started, like, reading from the compendium or something, which I know people hated. So I think it would be a very bad idea no matter what. Maybe I should just... Running through here does not really seem like a great idea. This seems like something that would... This seems like a Nick thing to do. Something that he would do that would get him in serious trouble. And result in this sequence being like 5 times longer than it should be. Alright, cut it out. No, no! Spammy little bitch. Thank you, iframes, for allowing me to cheat. Who needs a good placement when I have a button that gives me the ability to be completely invincible? As long as I press it at the right time. What a good system. Yay, invincibility. Alright. I am winner. Yeah, there we go. Finally got that stupid fucking plow. It's a good thing that the drops from monsters aren't randomized along with all the other stuff that I'm running. Okay. But I have thought about it sometimes. But recording that is actually super complicated. Because... I probably explained this in the prior one. But as I recall... Star Siege changes its own resolution as you play it. As you go into, like, missions, and then whenever you go into briefings and stuff, it changes on the fly. So it keeps splitting the video no matter what you do. Unless you do, like, a capture for a full window, and whenever you do that, you still have to do things like go into the editing software and crop out what the video looks like. Because it's, outputting at 2 different resolutions, so you end up having to, like, do masking shit. Like, it's a huge mess. Like, I would never want to do that again. I would have to come up with a very particular setup for that, and I don't have time to be worrying about stuff like that. So it might be amusing to do a Star Siege something one day, but I'm not going to. I imagine it'll be the holy grail. They'd be like the greatest, like somehow it'll be like the greatest LP I've ever made. Oh, shut up. God, what a cheating whore. What a... Oh, you stupid little... He's swinging in a weird way that I've never seen. Let me move, Christ. God, this game sometimes. I mean, I'm creating some of these problems, but still. What the fuck was I saying? But yes, no Star Siege campaign. How dare you ask me for that? How dare you? No, I know the trick. Oh, Jesus. Crying out loud. Can't believe this is going on. Fred 11112. I probably had one too many ones in there, but fuck it. Says, commenting on Dusk, calling her sorcerers ancient. The way I always interpreted it was that even her time, they were ancient. Yeah, that's fair. I guess you can do that. Like, whenever I was recording these, I was like, well, I could talk about the timeline and how things overlap and whether or not it's possible that they could be ancient and when things were built and so on. But, as you can tell, I'm just not really in the mood. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, maybe. No. No. Maybe. Sure glad I had this cast light thing above my head. I don't know what I'd do otherwise. Did you stop? God, you're such a little bitch. Remind me of those people in PUBG that get a gun at the start of the match and start chasing people around that don't have any ability to defend themselves. Start shooting them in the back. Oh, I'm getting points! I'm brave! Such a hero! That's these dudes. Just chasing me around, slapping me in the back. Oh, I'm a big man! I'm so good at the game! I'm good at the game! Okay. I'm good at the game, too. How many hits? 4 hits, wow. I was trying to see how many hits it would take to actually break the... Really? On Wake Up? I was going to see how long it takes to actually whittle their poise down. Apparently it takes 4 hits. Maybe I should use a bigger weapon. Of course, the game doesn't list poise values, so I'm not sure how big the weapon would have to be. So if I'm going to do that, I'll go back to what I was wearing in the first place before I started recording. If I can... Wait, where is it? There it is. And then this needs to be... Let's try Greatsword. Check roll. There we go. Alright. Yeah, maybe. Ancient. Who knows? Fuck me. Fuck me. Just fuck me. Taylor Janine. Yes, Janine. I was about to say Jean. Janine says, wasn't Dark Souls 3 the very first Souls game to have someone complete a no-hit run? Leaving one of those sort of petulant, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get to do my straw voice. Wasn't Dark Souls 3 the first game to have a no-hit run? Okay, let's balance everything around that. Someone completed the game with bongo drums from the fucking DK games. Let's balance the game around that, too. But yes, that's completely true. It is possible to do a no-hit run. That was in reference to... Really? That was... Really? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, this is fucking obnoxious. That was in reference to my comments about Dark Souls 3 and how I didn't really care too much for Dark Souls 3. Didn't care too much for Dark Souls 3 because most of the basic enemies seem to be designed with it in mind to try to ensure that you had to be hit in a lot of cases. That the enemies themselves are more aggressive and they have faster animations and so on. Which I think even in the no-hit run, most of the run was him just avoiding everything as much as he possibly could. So I'm not really sure on the point of that, but anyways. I mainly, whenever I put that down, I was like, ooh, I get to use my strawman voice, and I remember that while I was reading it. And I was mainly just going to try to be cute about it, but then because I was fighting these guys, I actually got, like, mildly annoyed. Not at the comment, just by proxy, I guess. What a lazy swing. I hate that fucking move. That fucking startup move where they have a few frames of animation, then lunge for it. Duh! Oh, I hit him! I fell down and I win. Gotta be careful of this jackass. Only one of them? Really? Whatever. Life is so unfair. Yeah, this is the reason why I didn't really want to use... How many? 2? Nope, apparently 3 at least. No more fucking wake-up hits. God damn. It'd be nice if I could test this on one guy at a time. But why would that happen? I do not like taking hits. I fucking hate that. No, stop poising through everything. Actually, it's not even poised, just because this weapon is so fucking slow. And because the recovery is... There we go. I'm just so angry at everything these days. I'm such a bad person. Such a bad person. Okay. Ancient Zombie Man. I split these into 2 groups. Like the ones that I thought would be easy to answer, and the ones that are at the bottom that'll be more complicated. Ancient Zombie Man says, did anyone else think he said Conquer like Conquer's Bad Fur Day? I do like Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Stay tuned for my no-hit run of Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Cat's Purr. That's a cute name. Says, hey Plague, whatever happened to the primordial serpents from the sequels? And by the way, a lot of these I'm just like cropping individual sentences because a lot of the times the comments you guys leave are like multi-paragraphs. There's just a lot of information, and I would, if I actually explained why you guys were saying what you were saying and asking what you were asking, then it would, God, it's so annoying. Then it would take forever to get through anything because I would have to give context, blah, 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 blah. Oh, good. It kills 1 hit. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, now I get to see how many hits this actually takes. 1, 2, or not 2. 2. Oh, for fuck's sake! He decided he wanted to do a combo that time. You know, I'm not using this fucking greatsword. If it poise broke them in 2 hits, then it would be fine. But right now, it's not doing a goddamn thing. What I actually need is, like, a longer weapon. Because I'm getting really fucking angry at hitting things and then having them hit me, even though I just got through hitting them. Like, that's really getting on my nerves right now. You know what? Use the fucking Gargoyle's Halberd. I don't think I've used that any. And it's fucking weird. Like, it's just a normal... It's Dark Souls, so it's the same goddamn moveset as everything else, right? Because why do we need unique weapons? But it's here. Alright, But Catspur is specifically referencing, like, the statues in Dark Souls 3. And they went on to say stuff about that, blah, blah, blah. But basically asking how come they weren't picked up as a major plot point. Which is something I would definitely want to know from Miyazaki. Because most of this game is about the primordial serpents in a way. Of course. It's trying to do a... No, don't roll backwards, come on. There, that's what I wanted. God damn it. Backstep does have 1 or 2 applications. Really bad ones, but still. No, come on, stop. It's so irritating. Just always irritated by everything. Of course, this is doing, like, no poise damage at all. Oh my god, would you stop? The fact that he's, like, that's one of my little, like, visual trigger things in video games, is whenever enemies just, like, the equivalent to R1 spam, where they're, hold on, let me do something faster. God damn it, I fucking had that shit on there, too. Ugh! Oh, forget it. Just fucking forget it. I was trying to demonstrate someone attacking as fast as I possibly could. That, I don't know, that little dude just prodding the air. Oh, I didn't hit him. And just doing it until, well, one day they'll walk into it. Like, for some, that fucking gets me for some reason. But anyway, to answer your question as I continue to be angry, cats, the actual answer is probably because Miyazaki never had anything. Like, you might be wondering, what did that all mean? Like, where did the serpents come from? What were their actual motivations? Why were they the way... that shit! Fucking stop doing that, you little dipshit! God damn! Fucking R1 spam, a little bitch! Alright, sorry. How do you like it when I R1... Well, I'm so good! Sorry. The dogs are barking because they're angry that I'm angry. They sense it. But the actual answer is that the reason why they are not really involved in the sequels is because, as I've stated before, Dark Souls 1 was never really supposed to have a sequel. And, no, I know that trick. Oh my god, 3? Really? You bitch. You fucking spammy, selfish little, entitled little bitch. God damn you. Give me that shit. I was gonna put it on and start playing with it and acting like an idiot to be funny. Really? You selfish little cocksucker. Oh my god. I'm gonna upgrade this and I'm gonna fuck you with it. I'm so over you. Okay. But the actual answer is that... oh good, the game stopped working. That's what I need right now. I need a break. That's good. Thanks, Dark Souls. It's very considerate of you. Okay. Alright. I'd like to say that I calmed down, but I haven't. I actually almost did, but then I had to go back to Andre in order to upgrade this. By the way, the upgrade system in Dark Souls fucking sucks, because you can't do it anywhere you want to. Just like leveling up. Leveling up should always be at a bonfire, the ability to fully upgrade things should always be at a bonfire, so forth and so on. You shouldn't have to go to a fucking NPC to do it. But I started upgrading this, and it made me angry all over again, because I started, like, doing this. Like, oh, look at me, I'm a fucking bushman, or whatever. I shouldn't say that. This is also, like, racist in a different way. Whatever. But that fucking... I hate this move. It's so stupid. And whenever they use it, it's ultra effective. Because it comes up really quickly. For them, anyways. For me, it doesn't. And it's just, like, free damage for them. They're such assholes. Fucking dickwads. Okay, what was I even saying? Oh, right. The primordial serpents. The actual answer is that Miyazaki didn't have any ideas for what the hell the primordial serpents were, what their motivations were, why they were doing what they were doing, what their ultimate goals were. He didn't know, because he doesn't think about the games that much. Like, he's sort of like Toriyama in that way. So we're wondering, how come they're just statues? It's because he didn't want to bring them up. Because he didn't want... Like Dark Souls 3 in general is just like a... It's sort of like a tour. Like you're taking a tour of Dark Souls. Like all the things that Dark Souls has done. Yeah, how's that feel? Doesn't it feel good whenever you get spammed with fucking shit and you can't stop? Oh yeah, look at me, I'm so good. I'm the best. 87 damage, jeez. I got something for you. I love how that move, if you go in on them, if you punish them for doing that, like they lodge their fucking thing in the ground, right? So if you punish them for doing it, like, oh, you did something stupid, I'm gonna punish you, then they can just make this big-ass explosion. Like, no! Me! I'm the greatest! I'm a pretty princess! Fuck you. Just fuck you. And that move auto-tracks like a bitch. I'm tempted to show it off just to make myself angry again, because I like being angry. It fuels me. It fuels my anger. It helps my anger grow. But that's the actual answer. He didn't actually have any ideas for it. That's just how he writes. Miyazaki writes sort of off the cuff in a lot of ways. Like, he has an idea for one story, but he doesn't really have answers for that particular story. So once that story is complete, if you force him into going back and doing a sequel, he doesn't know what to do with it. Because he never had any ideas to fill in the, really? Because he never actually had ideas to fill in the holes that he had created that he didn't actually need to create. Trying to scissor me? You trying to scissor freely? She ain't into that. Her bits aren't made for that. Well, they are, but, you know. Not the way you're thinking. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that, jackass. Look what I got for you. Oh, I'm stupid. I fell down. It's funny that they fall down, but you don't if you actually manage to land it. It's like a spear with a minor halberd sort of thing going on. Now, I don't want to go too far over here, or else I'll attract even more attention. Good old Dark Souls combat. Yes, good old Dark Souls combat. I said that. Combat would be just awful. It would look terrible. Probably. Oh, I think I drew one of those one time, actually. Aha. Got just enough stamina back. Love this. You love how flighty and... Oh, god damn it. How fucking annoying I am, don't you? Okay. Come over here. I gotta clear you up before I can actually start thinking again. Like I'm fighting a mini-boss here because of the very low damage I'm doing to them. Now, hopefully that will be most of those guys. Let's give them something to think about. Let's give them something to talk about. Like a stone great axe in their buttholes. Can't roll well anymore, though. I don't need to worry about it. I'm sure that won't come up. That won't come up. Okay. Cavs 200, your team sucks. Ha! I don't follow the NBA. Let's call that out. Do you play any games in your phone? That's kind of a weird... Not on your phone, but in your phone. I mean, they technically mean the same thing, just, and it's kind of a weird Englishism. What do you think about mobile gaming? I don't... My general opinion of mobile gaming is that it's like a steaming, smoldering, flaming trash fire most of the time. Because they're just games that people shit out because that's how you play them. You just, whenever you're taking a big shit on the toilet, you just need something to kill the time, so you play a mobile game. That's what they're for. They're just garbage. And I'm sure that there's some good ones. God, I was hoping I got rid of you guys. I'm sure that there's some good ones. Oh, did someone fall down and not have his poise broken with a giant-ass hammer? Auto-tracking bitch. 2? No, really? It takes 3 from this fucking thing? God. Well, this was kind of a worthless choice, wasn't it, guys? Here I was going to use this and be like, oh, I'm using a thing to get you. Doesn't even break their poise in 2 hits. Why do I even bother? Of course. And how exactly did you slide down the hill like a fucking slalom and just hit me on the fly? Like, how did you do that? It's fine. I can hear someone else. Just fuck it, just equip something. Oh, I hate this. I hate every modicum of it. But yes, mobile gaming fucking sucks. It sucks because that's its nature. By its very nature, it sucks. It was destined to suck. But I'm sure that there's probably a few, like, halfway decent ones. But they're halfway decent from the context of, well, it's on a phone, right? It's not like, oh man, this is better than Persona 5 or something. It's like, no, it's a phone game, but it's not that bad. I'm sure that's like the best phone game that's ever existed. It's just doo-doo. 58. Ugh. Okay, are all of you guys like this? I wonder if there's... Like, it would have to be a strike weapon. Unfortunately, these guys will follow me to the ends of the earth now. This is the only way that I can gain any time at all. What could it be? Need something with good range that's also strike-based. Well, I guess a large club would probably be as good as it's gonna get. Roll? Yes, okay. Oh, God damn it. I rolled, you bitch! I know I inputted that. Okay, that's good damage. No. See, he was gonna do that move again. Oh, you think that I missed? Nuh-uh. Don't you hit me because I did something stupid. I win anyways. I am greatest. I am the greatest. Okay. Let me kill like one more of these dudes. I hope. I pray I come over this time. But no, I don't. Mobile gaming, no. Why would I? Why me? Why would I ever, right? Okay, this ends the quote-unquote easy questions to answer and begins the more difficult round, bonus round. Enough! Fucking children. Here. No! I did not. No, you son of a bitch. I did. Ugh! I'm getting so fucking angry at that. Fucking hitbox shit. Don't have a million Estus flash charges to work with. But this ends the quote-unquote easy one, so now I actually have to concentrate. Oh, now I have to concentrate. And unfortunately... I love this area. I guess we... Like, I don't have a choice. Now I just have to run through the area. We'll watch it, like, work way better, somehow. The little... I can avoid those guys pretty easily. So I guess I'll just run with the plow for a bit. May as well cast light. I need this. I am glad that it's there. It kind of makes me feel better. Just having this... It kind of actually gives me a little bit more of a headache because I already shouldn't be looking at bright... Like, the reason why I'm in a bad mood is because I didn't want to record anything today. Because I'm tired, I have a headache, my eyes hurts. My throat is still kind of fucked up. I don't want to do anything today. But I still have... And taxes are coming up. And, like, I'm just thinking about too many things. I've got to do too many things. And I'm just irritated. Which I guess is... Like, you guys get to enjoy yourselves as a result. I don't know. Just... Hopefully it's enjoying. Enjoying, yes. Hopefully it's enjoying. Mr. Caravaggio says... Well, I didn't write it down. It's another one of those multi-paragraph things. But he basically was commenting on... Yes, I don't have time for this right now. Thank you. Move! 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 Get out of the way! Move! God! Christ. No! No, you fucking... Get out of here! God. Doesn't even kill them in 2 hits. No, stop attacking. Have a little bit of delay. God. Okay, no. Move. But it's another one of those extremely... Stop. Another one of those extremely long comments that I had to truncate. Get... Oh, bitch. I've also been playing... Like, I played PUBG off stream, so I also got really angry lately playing that as well. Because that's just like the game for if you want to get pissed off at something that's completely unjust. Because the game is predicated on that, right? Like, the whole idea is... Because the whole idea is the fact that you can get shot in the head. Like, I did that to a guy, too, and I actually felt bad about it. Because it was an accident. He was driving away in a buggy, and he was probably like 200 meters, actually probably more than that, away, and I killed him in 1 hit while he was in a vehicle. I was like, that's bullshit. Like, it was me that killed him. I won. And even I was like, no, that's completely unfair. Stop it! Get the fuck out of here! You're a bad plant! No one loves you! Okay. I'm gonna spike my audio if I do little bits like that. Oh my god. Like, can you feel how fucking annoying this is? Like, it's not even really hard. I could probably avoid this, but it's just... The fact that they are as fast as you are and just chasing you around. Poke, poke, poke. Like, it's insanely irritating. But anyways, I truncated his messages because there's just too much going on. But basically, he was commenting on the possibility that if all bosses have the window of opportunities that I was talking about in the prior video, then there's a possibility... Oh my god! Christ almighty, I hate you! Then it creates the possibility that all... Oh, yes, I see you. Get the hell out of the way. Oh my god. Where? Did he bring him with him? Why? Why will you... But he's basically commenting on the possibility that if you make bosses all have windows of opportunity where you can get in a lot of hits on them, it can make them feel basically the same. And yes, that is a danger. And I'm trying to resist getting mad explaining this. But the window of opportunity thing does not cause that. That is something you have to worry about with all bosses, regardless of whether you are doing that or not. How do you make bosses distinct from one another? In the Sanctuary Guardian's case out there, he was a spastic little dipshit that was attacking at 1,000,000 miles per second. But lots of Dark Souls bosses are not like that, even though they may or may not have those windows of opportunity as well. So those are not mutually exclusive. Whenever you introduce the ability to hit bosses like that, that does not mean that they all instantly become the same boss. That's not true at all. You can actually, like, say, if we were to copy-paste the Sanctuary Guardian, we just make 2 of them. Roll! Oh my god. Oh. Remember what I said about how my main goal in Dark Souls games is to not be hit by things? Like, these guys aren't doing much damage, but... Oh, are they annoying to me specifically. Because that is my thing. Oh, just being hit and not being able to do anything about it, even during a roll. Oh, that just fucking triggers the shit out of me. Now, is there anything back here? I can't remember. No, that was the other world. Fucking Chrono Cross shit. That was the other world that we were in. Did I pick that up? Yes, I did. Of course, I don't even really remember this area that well. Get away from me! But imagine if you were making 2 Sanctuary Guardians. Like, you copy-paste Sanctuary Guardian. You could actually make them different bosses with different windows of opportunity. Like, say, for example, Poise is a good example of that. Whenever you shatter an enemy's poise, that creates a window of opportunity. I'm gonna grab this, fuck you. That does create a window of opportunity. Is this asshole gonna land on top of me? Where did he come from? He didn't just walk off the edge, did he? Then how come he didn't do it then? Whatever, I don't fucking care. Oh, fuck you, especially. No, I'm getting this. Dickwads. Oh, I hate you. Fucking hate all of you. I don't even have time to stop and heal. Heal. Get away from me. Haha. What are you gonna do now? Bitch. That's right, bitch. What are you gonna do now? Oh, we're going to walk the long way round. We'll get you anyway. Don't you wait. Just you wait. Fuck you. I'm better than you. So much better. But you could actually take the Sanctuary Guardian's moveset in this particular example and just give it different patterns. Like, you could give it multiple different kinds of windows of opportunity. Like, for example, after... Like, you can tell how fucking angry that makes me. Like, legitimately angry that I am running away as fast as I can from these things, and they still can just decide for themselves to hit you in the back. That is so fucking enraging. Okay. Yeah, I see you. Oh god, no. Please fall off and... can't see where I'm going. I can't see where I'm going because of you. I hate this so much. I hate it. I don't like it at all. It makes me feel bad to play Dark Souls. I don't like it. Oh, am I finally safe somewhere? Oh, you dumbasses. You blithering nincompoops. Oh, I hate you. Fall into the hole and die. No, fall into the hole and die for my amusement. Do it. Just fucking do it. Oh, yeah, just fall in there. You dumb shit. You dumb fucks. He's gonna clip me while I'm doing this. Go down there. Yeah, fight the RL decoy. Oh, where did he go? Oh, we know because we're cheating. Fuck me. I'm in too much of it. I can't do this right now. I cannot do this right now. But you can give two different kinds of windows of opportunity in the same moveset on the same enemy if you wanted to make them two very distinct enemies in that respect. Like, the Sanctuary Guardian doing this little dive bomb attack, he could linger on that a little bit more. And on the Sanctuary Guardian B, it could not be that, it could be, like after he does his multi-swipe attack, then that could be the thing that he lingers on. Like, it just depends. And you could even make it so it's more of a poise-based thing. Or like a, what's that stupid tree in Dark Souls 3? You can make it so that the boss has nodes on it, that whenever you destroy, that's what creates the windows of opportunity. Like, there's all sorts of things you can do. Like, it's not a negative. There's no negative there. Dark Comet 222 says, thanks for the answer, Plague. I probably said something that I can't remember that I'm too angry to think about right now. Oh my god, get out of my way. No, no! I rolled! I fucking rolled, you dipshit. Leave me be. I'm a pretty princess, and I deserve to never be hit by anything. No! Christ. Why does no one understand how pretty of a princess I am? This angers me. No, oh my god, I just ran here at breakneck speeds! Get over, oh my... Ugh, son of... Like, this is such... so antithetical for me. Like, everything that, like, is like a minor annoyance in Dark Souls is ramped up to fucking 11 right now. We're here too! We got here instantly! They're fucking instant transmissioning across the planet to poke me in the back for like 2 damage. Like, this shit... Oh my god. Like, I'm getting so angry that I'm actually, like, almost enjoying the fact that I'm this angry. Him, like, teleporting behind me, and, like, scissoring me in the back, like a million times. Oh my god. Let's go back to my hole spot. That will bring me pleasure, said Eli Never. Oh, but don't you fucking dare. Okay. You jumping into this goddamn hole. Oh, yes. Give me life. Right in the hole. Go there. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, that feels so good. It feels so good for them to just jump in that hole. And it's happening everywhere. They're just falling into shit. Don't you dare path your way around this. You fall into that pit. Fall. You piece of shit. Okay. Thanks for the answer, Plague. I should just dive in this hole now. Glad I'm not the only one that hates phases. Oh, I was talking about boss phases. My friends are those, I love it being hard, and I'm like, I like fun. Wow, you're way... You're way smarter than they are. I only wrote this down because in parentheses, because it made me laugh while I was sitting here thinking about it. I wrote down, I'd love to have a hard boss that's just like... I've actually had this idea in the past, and it originally started as like a Bloodborne parody boss. But I would love a I don't know, it would be like Blood Soul, like Blood Soul the Never Ending or something like that. That would be its name, and it would look sort of like a Bloodborne boss, and it would just scream incessantly, just like just everything that it does is just a scream. And I would love it if the moment you set through the boss fight, like wow, you have like one frame where you can do something. And if you don't like immediately roll, then it just like teleports into you and grabs you by the feet. Like there's a specific animation. This would be so much work. Like the boss is unbeatable, is the joke. It would grab you by the feet and just start like slinging you around the map, and it would just like walk over to like a kitchen table that had like a giant kitchen table that's its size, and it would just start whipping you against the edge, like the corner of the table, just beating you like a baby chihuahua that's beating the shit out of you until your body like splits in half and you're just like a rag doll of gore. And it just like looks at the gore that's in its hands after you're dead, and it just starts screaming at it like like Bloodborne screams one after the other, and it really lingers there. Like it just stays there for like a good 20 seconds. And instead of it saying you died, it's like, why'd you lose? And there's even like it would be like my head. Like, you guys don't know this, but there's this thing that I do with my best friend, and he hates it. He also loves it, but he hates it. Where, whenever I do that voice of, why'd you do that? Like that, I also, like, do this, like, I shake my head from side to side, like, ever so slightly, to make it, to make it, like, you really want to, you're insane. I'm so fucking angry. Jump this bit. That made you so bitch. What happened to him? Ah, he's just over here. But it says that it makes you want to punch me in the face. Oh, I fucking hate you too, you son of a bitch. I hate this place. That stupid Bloodborne boss. But I do this shaking my head side to side thing. And he says it makes me like it makes my face really punchable. Like he hates it, he fucking hates it. But it would be like that, the Bloodborne boss thing. It just whips the shit out of you. You're just fucking dead. And sit there screaming, and then there's like my face, like shaking side to side. Why'd you die? What'd you do wrong? Like just mocking the whole thing, the whole shebang. The whole, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's just, that's the boss, right? I love that idea. It would be so much development work. And it would be unbeatable. Like, it's not like it has one health point and you can actually, like, if you roll out of the way just the right way. But that's the thing, right? That's what makes it good. Because whenever you have, like, the one frame of animation where you can, like, roll to the side and he misses, it doesn't matter. Because you start to run away, and then he just grabs you anyways. And he, like, throws you against the wall. Like, it would, the whole idea of the boss would be that it is like the most realistic depiction of a boss that size. Like in Dark Souls games and video games, if you fight a big boss, it's just like a thing where you poke it in the butt and then you run around it, and its attacks are really slow and telegraphed. No, imagine if it was real, and it was actually that size and it really was that fast. It would just fucking beat the shit out of you. Like if you were like a little baby chihuahua, you'd just fucking slamming the shit out of you. I would love that. That would be so good. I would love, like, especially people that are doing, like, all boss speedrun. I would love it. I would fucking love it so good if they had to do that boss and they just couldn't. They were like, well, it's the categories changed. It's all bosses minus this one. Of course, it would be optional, but that would be magnifucking-fique right there. I would fucking love that. But that's what I wrote down in my little comments. Here, I'll read it for you. Get out of the way of the bridge. Get out of here. God damn you. Oh, I fucking hate these things. I don't even really like the DLC. Like, of this game. Like, it's good content, but you can tell that it was sort of the start of a lot of bad behaviors. Because the Sanctuary Guardian is the first thing you see, right? And it does that. Like, it's this, oh, I'm so hard. I'm gonna attack 1,000,000 times per second. It was the start of that. This is where all this came from. And Calamete's sort of the same way in some ways. Like, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in, like, 2 or 3 or Bloodborne or anything like that. But you could tell it was the start of that line of thinking. The game stops here. The game sort of stops being about slow, methodical stuff. And it just starts, like, fucking you. Did he shake his head? I had never seen that, I think. I poked him in the face and he's like, oh, Jesus. He poked that fucking fork in my eye. Oh, God. Oh. Amazing. I love the auto-tracking on these big assholes, by the way. Did you notice, like, that guy that I ran past? He was aiming towards my camera, and then he just, like, he spins on a dime and tracks and hits me anyways. The DLC is the start of all this. And the fact, I mean, like, the aggression and the huge increased damage and health pools that they have right now is exacerbating it, but it's really showing off what exactly the problems could conceivably be. This is just, it's not good. Like, it literally, I've never laughed like that in one of my videos or even on stream. Like, that's my actual legit, like, I'm really tickled by myself laugh that I very rarely even get to do myself. And it came from a genuine place of, like, I'm damaged in my soul right now. Oh, I hope this motherfucker doesn't go across the bridge again and block me, because I can't do anything about it. Will you stop? God, just fucking tickling my ankles as I go by. Don't you drop right there. Oh! Ooh! Oh, boy! This is a humdinger! Ah! I don't know what I'm gonna do about that one. That's that deep butt fuck. Here I was thinking, maybe I'll get some Manus today. Ah! Oh, can you imagine what the bottom of that's gonna be like with all those fucking... They can see you! You can't see them, but they can see you! Oh! Oh, Freelid, you're gonna die there! Playthrough over, you are dead. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, but I wrote in those parentheses, my exact words were, I'd like a hard boss that's so hard you can't even move, and it just picks you up by the feet and whips you like a bag of dimes until your body tears in half. Shouldn't be trying to read. Those guys push me off the edge. Skeeth must die, ass. I just got done... Hello? Oh, well, we'll just stay here for a while. It's good. This is good. I like this. Skeeth Madai says, I just got done binge-watching the release videos in this series, and I'd like to revisit the Covenants. I wrote this down because in the Fever Dream... I can't even do any inputs right now. I'm gonna have to hit the fucking video again. Then in my Fever Dream of thinking this was gonna be a good video... I decided for myself, I could revisit Covenant ideas. And I could come up with, like, a new Covenant, and it would be fun. And I think I've even discussed this already, but... I like the idea of... Like, I never like how Covenants work in these games, because it's... the Covenant locks you out from having certain items, right? You can't get the sword unless you you butt fuck this wolf. You can't have this ring unless you make out with this cat. You know, so forth and so on. And if you break that covenant, how dare you? Like, I love the idea of the covenant being a reflection of you, and whenever you pick that covenant for that character, that is your covenant forever. I actually do like that idea. But you can't lock items behind it. Otherwise, you end up with that problem. So I guess next time, as in, like, whenever I pick up recording this thing, which is going to be in a few seconds, I'll talk about that. Why am I even doing, like, an outro for this? Anyways, hold on, guys. We'll get back to... I'll figure out what the fuck's going on. It'd be funny if I just respawned here and I was just dead. That was it. I'm just dead forever. Alright, hold on. Okay, I wanted to start here because I wanted to show you guys this. Because I didn't actually die, according to the game. I just, like, fell through... That's what happened. I didn't die. So it didn't reset anything. I like, fell into where the camera switches, but nothing actually happened. So I'm, like, in the middle... Like, I'm in the middle of, like, remodding the game. Hold on. So there's, like, one or two more things that might fuck up whenever I load in. But I think we're okay. We'll see if this goes horribly wrong or not. It might crash the game. I don't know. Because everything's angry at me. Like, it just put me here, right? I had to quit out because everything got angry and started running at me as fast and hard as they possibly could. So let's run away. Okay. I think I might be broken, guys. I don't know. Like, I think just, like, everything about me might be, like, broken and not work. It's hard to tell. But I think my mania may have calmed down a little bit. Oh god, there's so many of them. This is what... Can you believe at the start of this video I was actually trying to clear these out? What a foolish thing that I did. Thinking that I could play the game in a reasonable way. Don't you dare. Look at him. Already parading himself around. Wait, where am I? Already parading around like he's gonna block me on that bridge. Look at him. Shameful. Shameful. Haha. Don't you dare poke me. Don't you do that. Okay. I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, covenants. Yeah, covenants. But yeah, you know what? Just the gist of it. The gist of it. Oh, I really want to come over here and push them in the hole again. I really want this. Get away from me. I need to see what I'm doing. You ever hear that rumbling in the background? That's pretty cool. Isn't it? Yeah. Alright. This is like the one safe place. It's because I can jump and they can't. This is like the one safe place. Oh, I love this spot. This is my favorite spot. What I was trying to say before, I don't even really like the Dark Souls DLC. Because it is the start of a lot of bad things, so this is really amping things up really hard. Of course, he just walks across. Even though if you walk across, you just fall and die. Oh, he's special. No, what's the problem? I'll step across the gap. There's no problem here. What if he'll hit me? Oh, he actually can't. I was going to let him hit me off the edge for the sake of comedy, right? Okay, we'll just show here for a bit then. Oh, no. Oh, will this do it? No. Huh, guess I actually am invincible. What do you know? Maybe I'll throw like doo-doo at them. Do I have doo-doo? Do I have doo-doo? I can make some. I have noticed that the menuing sounds a little bit weird. I don't know what's causing it. It happens every time I open the game now. Well, whatever. Oh, look at that. I don't think... Oh, wow, it actually does affect... I don't think it affects them. Because they are literally made out of stone. Wow. So sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. One more poo-poo. For you. My good madam. Gotta be careful. Yeah, it does hit. There must be some height to the hitbox. I wonder why the other one isn't taking any damage. I'm just doing this for fun, by the way. Okay, but the gist of the Covenant thing is I would want Covenants to be I would want the Covenants, like, there's a distinction between multiplayer modes and Covenants for me. Like, I would want the multiplayer modes to be independent. Like, you wouldn't want to lock someone into a Covenant and be like, oh, you can only do invasions, and only this player can do co-op, and that's all they are ever allowed to do, right? So I'd like the Covenants to be something else. Look at him go. And I'm not really sure what exactly that would be. Wow. There we go, finally. That's what I wanted. Wanted both of them to get poo-pooed. So I'm not really sure what exactly that would be. Because I don't want items to be tied behind the Covenants. This is like sounds like a multiplayer game problem that we're discussing on Reddit or something. So I don't want items to be tied to the Covenants, because then you won't be able to get them. Or they all have the same items, would also be okay. Or at least the pool of items that they have are things that you can get in the game world in other ways. Stuff like that. I guess that would be fine. But maybe just doing the Covenant... Like, the problem with that is that there might be, like, one item in the game that's like, oh, that's the best item in the game because the game wasn't balanced correctly. So people are like, oh, we'll all use the same Covenant because that's the fastest way to get this one item. That's the thing that you would run into. So I kind of am more on the line of thinking that if you're even going to do the item thing... Oh, look at this. Look who gets to be a bitch now. It's me again. No, only I get to be a little bitch. How dare you? Clipping through the terrain. What a bad boy. But that's my line of thinking. It's kind of dangerous, so I would be really leery of doing that. I do like the idea of Covenants. I do like the idea of sort of personalizing each character. Gotta be careful I don't roll off the edge hilariously again. Wouldn't want that, now would we? Ha 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 ha. Why is that one dude over there? Like, surely he's heard this. Hold on. Hold on. Really? Really? No, I didn't hear nothing. Why do I even bring this? See, this is the reason why oral decoy sucks. Because most of the time... Here's why oral decoy sucks. Because whenever you're actually in range of something that you could actually use it on, they already see you. So there's no reason to use it. Because even if they're like, oh, there's something over there, they already see you, so they're already attacking you. It's a completely pointless ability because it doesn't have enough range and because of the way that the levels are designed so that everything is funneled looking at you whenever you enter the area. Anyways. But Covenants. Tasetsu says, hey Plague, you reminded me of Bloodborne and how much I hate the blood vial system. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? It actually is not very good. So anyway, what's your ideal system for the health economy? God. Oh, I put this near the end because I was like, well, I'm gonna need time to actually think about it. And I'll think about it while I'm playing. Oh, now he... Oh, there he is. Oh, I can see him before. Asshole. Now, did I pick this up? I can't even remember because I was losing my mind. Yeah, I picked it up. Okay. What would be my... Like, the blood vial system... The blood vial system isn't that bad in some ways. It's just that... Motherfucker. I can see your shadow. What are you doing? Look at that. Look at him. He's gonna try to fight me near these pits. I'm gonna poke the shit out of your ass. Poke, poke, poke. Just poking right up in there. Well, you like it, don't you? Motherfucker. Ooh, that does quite a bit of damage. Whoop. No, don't! Oh my god. You know what I'm gonna do? Look at me. Now who's a little bitch? Can't get me up here. Can't get me up here on Bitch Mountain. That's a great name. Bitch Mountain. It's where bitches are, and it's where you go to bitch. Oh, I love you, bitch mountain. No! No. That was wrong of you to do that. Okay. No one shall no one shall stand taller than Plague on Bitch Mountain. Oh, I love that you actually aim down. Well, almost. Ooh, pathfinding bad. You bad. You bad, sir. Okay. Hopefully I'll have a moment's peace here. But Bloodborne specifically, its vial system could have been easily rectified if you get a set amount of vials, like, I don't know, like 20 or 10, whatever the number needs to be. Well, knowing Bloodborne and how much you get fucking hit and how often you have to heal in that goddamn shit pile of a fuck game. I love making people angry about that. You would probably need quite a bit of vials to start out, so it probably would need to be 20. It would be fine if you get that mandatory. Like, you never have to buy them. You always get 20, exactly, and you can't go over that number. But you collect them as you kill enemies. Like, you refill them. Like, the more damage you do to enemies, the more that you refill each vial that you have collected. You can even do that by doing a smaller number of vials. Like, if you have 5 vials total. But as long as you are attacking enemies, then say, like, every 2 hits from a weapon, you actually get back 1 vial or something like that. Like, it actually couldn't be that, but you get the idea. You could balance it that way. It probably had to be more like 5, or probably a little bit more than that. Some of the weapons get really spastic, so it actually have to be value-based, like a certain amount of health. Like, it actually probably should be something more like a percentage of the health that you are dealing in damage. Like, if you have 500 health total and, like, I don't know the values in that game. If you have 500 health total and you deal 100 damage, like, if you do, like, 3... Actually, if you do, like, 3 times your health and damage, you get back a vial or something. So if you do, like, 1,500 damage... Like, again, I don't know what the damage values and the health values are in that game, so I have no context for it. But that's sort of my line of thought. You could do it that way. I do like systems that are like that, in which your actions in the game... Did everyone just throw themselves... Whoa, don't just roll for no reason. The fuck was that? Must be a frame rate thing. But that is actually sort of in line with one of my ideal systems. I do like the idea... Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking at. I do like the idea of a system in which you actually earn back the right to heal... Wow, here? You actually earn back the right to heal yourself through your actions, whether that is dealing damage or parrying enemies or things like that. So I can't give you an exact system of what it would be, because, as you can tell, it would probably end up being pretty complicated. But I do like that idea. They all kill themselves. You motherfucker, I see you. Damn it. I'll stare at this tree for... I meant to hit this tree. I'll stare at this tree for a bit. So I guess that's my answer. It would probably entail something like that. If I had more time, I would actually sit down and start thinking up and writing up what the system would actually be. It wouldn't be that complicated or anything. But the general idea is you would start with a set number of ability times that you could heal yourself, and you could actually regenerate the ability to heal yourself while in the field. But it would have to be balanced so that you can't just sit there farming an enemy, for example. Like, you can't just parry an enemy a million times, like, oh, there's a vial, oh, there's a vial, or something like that. You would have to get around that problem as well. And also, you would have to balance it so that if it was damage-based... Like, this potentially could be a very annoying system, because if you make it so that the player starts with 5 vials, but they probably need, like, 10 to get through the area, there's just a set amount of enemies that you would have to kill just to... Oh, here they are. Oh, these are the ones that don't attack you unless they get super angry that you stole their stuff. Well, there's obviously only one solution. But yeah, a system like that could potentially be also very bad. So you have to be very careful about this sort of thing. Now, does that make them angry? It makes them angry, okay. Oh, they enjoy that. Oh! Oh, it feels good when I do it. I love it. There's so many things in this game that feel so much better when enemies don't have poise and they can't defend themselves. Okay, this is actually the very last thing in my list. So I guess the final thing that will... If I can get down here... Oh god, Artorias. I can't imagine what a nightmare this is going to be. I'm going to have to restart... I'm going to have to start coloring my thumbnails like a deep red. Like the whole world itself is now... This madness. Like everything is a phantom now. Let's actually... Oh god, I forgot the dogs as well. There's things down there that aren't supposed to normally... Oh, jeez. Wait, where did you... He fell off the edge. Fell off the fucking edge. Wait, he didn't? Where did they come from? They're not supposed to be here. Hello.
Let me guess.
Yeah, don't mind me.
By a shadowy limb and dragged off to the...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, of course.
Anyone else coming?
Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
I think we're okay. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bloodborne. That sure is fantastic, the thing that you said that I didn't pay any attention to. Wow, I don't have any Lloyd's Talismans. I don't need one, but I'll buy one anyways. Okay. Also, since I'm probably not going to keep any of these souls for any great amount of time, I guess that'll be that. Yeah, I actually don't have many. That's kind of weird. Way. I guess I haven't been bothering.
So long.
Get out. Get the fuck out. Since I'm freezing the fact that she's human, because I like the way that that looks, we will absolutely encounter him. As long as the mod doesn't fuck up or something. Okay. Puppies? Now is not the time, puppers. Holy shit. Come to me, puppers. Witness the great art I have learned, the... What would you call that? The four-pronged plow style. For... the plowkin. Plowkin. Feast the wrath of my plowkin style. Okay. Alright. Oh, God. Okay, last thing. Sorry. Kristen Tate says, Plague, if you want to feel empowered, go play Skyrim. And he says it just like that. I love using my fucking straw man voice. Okay, now, hold on there. You know that Skyrim isn't empowering. We both know that. Shame on you. Also, Kristen Tate says, bet you didn't notice I'd see that he commented 2 times, did you? Plague, in my first completed playthrough of Dark Souls, I used near exclusively the bandit's knife until I got access to Kieran's weapons. Which I actually, while I was reading that, I thought that was kind of strange because... hold on, I'll read the next part. I found that the quick fluid staggering strikes with a little stamina drain coupled with the bleed effect incentivized constant striking and made gameplay faster, more visceral, intense, and just more fun to use than most other weapons. You know my opinion on everything got to be fast. You know what that is. But the thing I found odd, actually, was the bleed. Because the thing about bleed in this game is that most enemies die so quickly that they never actually trigger it. So there's only a very, very small amount of enemies in this game where you would actually see that work. So I guess that's what kind of struck me as being odd. I guess it's more of a matter of you like the feel of the weapon in the first place. And ever so often, bleed might happen. I see you, motherfucker. So that's what you liked about it? I can see that. But bleed in general in this game doesn't really work too well. Because of that reason. And you wouldn't want it to. Like, you wouldn't want to have to bleed every single enemy that you come across either. It's kind of the weird thing about systems like that, isn't it? Oh, you tried to do that while I was looking away, did you, puppy? Such a bad puppy. No, don't bite, puppy. No bite for puppy. Wow, it acted like I missed. And made me fall down like a fool. Like a fucking fool. He can't hit me. Oh, I can't bite her face. Oh, die, stupid. Oh, it's ghost. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Well, I'm getting way too me right now. I feel like most of Dark Souls' upgrade path problems could be fixed if all the effects follow the same design structure of incentivizing specific forms of play thoughts. And I guess what you're getting at there is bleed incentivizes R1 spam, basically. I'm going to insult it by calling it R1 spam. How did it know? I guess it heard the noise of the water? That's so weird. But the idea of... But the thing about that is that it's restricted to the amount of... I'm trying to get Calamite to spawn, by the way. It's restricted to the amount of playstyles that you have for that sort of thing. Come on. Oh, shut up. Little cunt. So in that case, you're creating a divide between... Like, in the case of Bleed, it would be... Bleed is for the fast, kind of spammy weapons. And then you would have something else for the weapons that aren't that. But how many distinctions, especially in a Souls game where all the weapons are more or less the same thing, right? How many distinctions can you create in your system that would be like that? Excuse me. Because that would be the problem that you would run into in regards to designing it. Because if you're going to divide along those lines, there had to be enough to be able to create enough... customization options that you can actually do that. So it would be like you're rewarding like lots of frantic attacks. Then you would have another thing where I guess you could reward not slow attacks because weapons are naturally slow. It would have to be sort of like oh god, what's it called in this game? I can't remember, but it's a specific... If you hit an enemy with a very specific part of the weapon, like in this case it would be the blade. Like, technically if you hit an enemy with the hitbox of this weapon, it does damage, right? But there's a system in, I think it's even in Demon Souls, I can't remember, but it's in Dark Souls, and it may be in all of them. But it's so specific that barely anyone really notices it. But if you hit enemies with the very specific part of the hitbox that is meant to be the blade, like the optimal, like, sweet spot of the weapon, then it actually does more damage. So I guess you could actually have a system like that, where if you hit an enemy with specifically that part of the weapon, that could be an upgrade path as well. Like, it would be like precision hits in other games, or critical strikes. I can't remember what it's called off the top. I'll remember it as soon as I stop recording, I'm sure. But that would be one... It's very difficult to come up with that. Because that's being divided along the lines of attack speed, which is not... That's controlled by the weapon. Like, it's not something you can exactly reward the player for, whenever all they're really doing is just mashing out R1 over and over and over again. So I get what you're saying. I don't entirely agree, but I like the way that you're thinking about it, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I sort of agree, but I think dividing along those lines specifically would probably be a little bit too difficult in this game. In a different game, where you don't have the problem, it probably won't be much of an issue. I wonder if, actually... Maybe I'll give this a try. Wonder if I can hit this dickwad. See if I can even remember. Wait, did I switch that? Make sure. Okay, yeah. Let's see if I can hit him while he's flying by. Nah, he hasn't spawned in yet. There we go. Ah, shit. You can't draw it fast enough. Oh, well. I was gonna see if I could actually hit him while he's going by. Woe is me. Alright. I think the fact that we spawned him is probably enough. Now, in theory, you can... You know what? Maybe I'll show that. I might be able to get down here. Do I have... Yes, I do have hull control. To my amazement. I wonder if it will actually work, or if I'll just die like an asshole. Let's cast light as well. Why not? Now we can see everything. Nothing has changed. Okay, that's where that stupid... Oh, he's still there, even. Oh, you little weasel, you. Oh. rascal. Alright. Let's get down here. I might be able to make it over here. Probably not. It sounds like he's already screaming. But there's like one spot in this area in which you are sort of safe. There, show this off for the hell of it. And that was the last question we have to worry about today. Oh, look at you. It does hit me here. Maybe it's further back. I can't remember. Not gonna worry too much about it. Okay. Oh, right, he equipped it. Alright. See if I can actually do this. It would take way too long, especially with this mod running. All these mods running. Where the fuck is he? Calamite, Calamite, where are you? Mario. Yeah, it's a little too much. But anyway, there is a very... I can't remember exactly where it is, but there's a... I actually did it once. It took forever. But you can actually go down there and kill Calamite by doing that specifically. You might need the Hawk Ring and a basic bow. I don't know if you could actually do it with this bow. Maybe you can. I don't remember. Oh, right. The elevator is what I unlocked. Okay, so we're set. Alright. I think we're good, because now I can run back to the elevator, and that we can take that down to Artorias in the next episode. And I got Calamite to trigger, so we already had that dialogue option available to us whenever we get to go. That'll probably be like 2 or 3 episodes from now. So I think we're okay. It's unfortunate that there's not another bonfire option for me yet. But anyways, okay. I guess that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed me losing my fucking mind once or twice. Once or 15 times or so. Leave your fucking comments. Leave more questions, I guess. Let me know your thoughts on the various things that I've done today for comments, things. I don't have anything specific. I guess like the weapon upgrade system's an okay starting point for some topics of discussion. Or any other thing you thought of, like my insanity. I'm sure there's going to be some comments like, Plague, just stop working for a while. Like, you're completely losing your mind. And I probably should. But I have taxes and stuff to worry about. It makes me feel like I can never stop myself from working because there's so much... Like, I don't do anything at home unless I'm working. Like, most of my time is spent in front of this computer because I don't... Like, I'm not married. I don't go places. I don't do things. There's nothing around here. I don't have hobbies beyond working. So like, whenever I'm not working, I just kind of sit here. It's like, what should I do? I should work. And that's what I do. So it kind of just drives me crazy after a while. Anyways, I guess that's it for the time being. Let's cast light for one last time for old time's sake. For old time's sake, we've only done it this episode ever. Okay. Alright, let me know what weapon you want me to use next time against Artorias. I'm sure that fight will go splendidly. We'll open with that one. How about that? Well, I say that, but it'll probably take me about 20 minutes just to get to Artorias from dying in the process, right? Alright, see you guys then. Say goodbye, Freelid. Oh god, I hope I don't have to do another one of these until, like, March. Oh, that would be the worst. Bye. Why did I have Ring of the Evil Eye on this whole time? What a fucking idiot. Should have been this one. That's better. Okay. Bye. Ugh.